Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm T, and this is Chives posting. I don't make videos like this. I make in-depth analytical anime reaction analysis things that are hard for me to categorize, and I draw stuff sometimes. This is not my wheelhouse, but I've been at ground zero for this internet phenomenon, and I have gained so much joy out of it, and it is evolving rapidly, and I feel like I must bring this breaking news to you. I feel genuinely a duty to share this duty with the internet at large because it's about to pop off, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. It's so dumb and absurd and funny and silly and human is the only thing keeping me sane right now. So maybe it'll help keep you sane. And I feel like I really want to share that. So this is Chives posting. I've been a member of r/Kitchen Confidential for quite a while. I somehow fell into it, I think because I was interested in knife sharpening at one point, and that has overlap with kitchen knives, but I was also in r/dishwashers for a number of years. Dishwashers is interesting because they're people who are at the bottom of the societal totem pole, but have a really important role in a kitchen, and there's all sorts of discourse going on in dishwashers that you don't care about. But all of this to say, I've been in Kitchen Confidential for a while. I find it really interesting. People working back of house talking about people in the front of house. People talking about becoming a prep cook and all sorts of cook methods and things. I ended up in the subreddit. So I was positioned perfectly to watch as Chives posting began. Ours is a story of a drive to achieve. A goal to strive for perfection. To become better than you were before. And I think that's not only a noble goal, but I think the opportunity to do it in public, the choice to do it in public, is a bold and courageous choice. Asking for genuine feedback on something that you attempt to do, any work, is hard. I've found that out firsthand as I've produced thousands of videos of me talking genuinely about how I feel about stuff. So, 32 days ago, Reddit user F1Exican decides to strive for something bigger, to engage in that quintessentially human endeavor of becoming better than you were yesterday. And he decides to do so by cutting a cup of chives every day until the Reddit says they're perfect. Photo video. This is where everything begins. One mildly grainy photo of a bunch of variated chives on a kitchen knife, and then a bowl of chives. You're watching a legend being born. And like me, at the time that this was first posted, you don't even know it yet. In fact, it took seeing posts about chives, I think 3 times before I actually clicked on one. Went, alright. Little did I know. Little did I know. So here it becomes a communal endeavor. People start posting and pointing out where the chives have gone wrong. And already you might notice that there are an inordinate number of views and likes on these comments. We're circling chives. We're pointing out problems. And we're drawing airplanes. I think this is... Oh no, that's the first airplane that I've seen. Fascinating. Here is loss. Immediately, there's an opportunity here. A meme format that's writing itself in real time in front of you. Not only is he posting something interesting, but people are posting interesting things about it. There's a chance for you to gain a little bit of fame by posting something interesting in response to Chives Guy. Fascinating. You're gonna be cutting chives until you die, or Reddit ceases to exist. Of course, perfection is not something that anyone can achieve. OP is never going to achieve perfect chives. And as we'll see later, maybe perfect chives can't ever be achieved. Maybe imperfection is the real perfection. But I'm not going to try to get philosophical yet. Maybe later. See you tomorrow, chef. Keep going. I like the effort. Use a knife with a sharpened, honed edge and use a slicing motion instead of a crushing motion. That, and before you even cut them, pick through them and get rid of any of the chives that are flat, wilted, sickly, or dead. I'd say this gets you 90% of the way there. The other 10% is cutting uniform. You got 1/4 inch with 8-inch width with 1/16 inch. And he's right. These chives fucking suck. But that's where we start. It's day 1. Day 2. Another bowl of chives. 3.4K upvotes. 258 comments. Stop! He's already dead! Now make them all the same diameter. Which is quite a joke. These are too crushed. You need a smoother slicing action with a sharper knife. See you tomorrow. Uneven cuts at different angles. Maybe use a knife instead of a chainsaw next time. So close. See you tomorrow. Day 2 of terrorizing this guy's chives. None of us will ever forget this day. Day 3. Sharpened my knife, rolled a wet paper towel around it, slowed my cuts to work on consistency. Much cleaner cuts, honestly. But still, lots of improvement since the first post. This right here, it's all good to take the piss out of one another, but we should celebrate progress. This is the first of these posts that I saw. So I guess I wasn't there from ground 0, I was there from ground 3. That's fine. Or ground 2 if we're computer science nerds in the hello. Getting better, champ. See you tomorrow. Some rigatoni-ass looking chives today. Why are we all like this? Shit, this made me laugh so hard. Good job with a sharper knife. Been years since I worked in a kitchen, but I'm living for this series, to be honest. Never worked in a kitchen, but have a lot of love for people who do, so living for this series. Same. Been here since day 1. Very big improvement. You made me think about my cuts yesterday while chopping chives, so thank you. See you tomorrow, chef. Day 4. I know they're a bit long, but I'm working on consistency. Once I feel consistent and confident, I will work on getting them shorter. Seeing circles, but not enough to please the comment section. Fucker's huge! Stuck out like a sore thumb. See you tomorrow, chef. Honestly, thinking yesterday was better. It's just that one green one that throws it off. Sharper knife. Better and more consistent every day. Try to get those cuts uniform, even if they're not the shortest. Day 5. I know they're still big, but hopefully they're more consistent to you, and hopefully no trains are around. I don't know what that's about. Oh, God. I'm sorry, you're dying. I have never once eaten at a restaurant and cared in any way, shape, or form how my green onions were cut. I feel like this is something people that work in kitchens care very deeply about, but really doesn't matter to customers in any way, shape, or form. I don't know. They look fine to me. If these chives were on my plate, I'm sending them back, Lamau. The duality of man. I push my fingers into my chives. It's the only thing that slowly stops thee. See you tomorrow, chef. And he arrives. This may not be the first post by Karma Crazy, but it is the first one that I've seen so far. Here is our now tagged, you can see how this has developed over time, our now tagged chive pilot driving that plane right into that center. Mr. Chef, they hit the second chive. Jet fuel can't melt alliums. Fuck. Okay. Netflix, NFL, IOC pouring billions into new content to keep their audience entertained. Meanwhile, over at Reddit, people are anxious about whether OP cuts their chives right today. Day 6, featuring new chive knife. Yeesh. Nice try. See you tomorrow. The planes! The planes! This better become daily too. As long as there are towers, there will be planes. Just as God intended. 3,000 people died in one attack and spawned 2 wars that spanned decades and ruined 2 countries for generations just for you to make this joke. Worth it. Ruined 3 countries, including the US. Also spawned My Chemical Romance, which is then responsible for a series of media of decreasing quality. Am I the only person in the world who enjoys Umbrella Academy? Oof, oof, oof. Thank you. Come again. Ugh. Good eye. Not going for the long-hanging fruit, going for that messed up chive in the back. Yeah. Whichever cranky ass keeps reporting these as spam on the daily, I'm just going to keep approving them even harder out of sheer spite. Loosen up. Have some fun. Chive a little. Day 7. It's a neat little pile of chives. But will it satisfy the subreddit? I can already tell you. No. No, it won't. We've got circling. We've got messed up, broken-ass chives. I enjoy the pettiness of this comment. I don't like this one. Yeesh, see you tomorrow, chef. Also, I don't know how I got here, but I'm not mad about it. So a phenomenon begins to dawn as people realize that something is happening about a week in. There is a trend. This is more than a one-off post. This is Interesting. This is new ground. I'm early to a chive post. It's a good day. I'm not even in the industry, but I'm invested. All right, D-Gens. Reports are being auto-approved, and I'm on my 4th cup of coffee. Let's fucking go. Day 8. A yellow backboard. One day, you're young and free. The next, you're on the toilet, hunting for imperfections in a zoomed photo of chives on Reddit. My new phone background. I'm sorry for using a yellow cutting board. It will never happen again, chefs. Never. You will be. Hey, man, you really need to bring your A game tomorrow, or my wife is leaving and taking the kids. Every time I see chives, I tell myself, I should get back to whatever I'm supposed to be doing. These are the days of our chives. Those were the best days of our chives. Oof. Minus 6 points for using a poultry board. See you tomorrow, chef. Day 9. A blackboard, no yellow. It'll never happen again, chefs. I'm sorry. It's the discourse going back and forth between Phonexican and the Chives subreddit. It has become, I don't know, more friendly ribbing. It's just, I love it. I love it. It's a piece of the way that the internet used to feel and still sometimes feels that I miss and I like seeing. These are some busted ass looking chives, though. I can't wait to see what the comments say. Yeesh. I expected it to be harder to find, if I'm being honest. Yeah. It's not perfect yet, chef. When you finally get it, I want a celebration video of you eating a bowl of perfectly chopped chives. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is a kitchen sub. I want to see him snort them. The bigger question is, what exactly have you been doing with all the chopped chives? The only reason I continue to be here is so that when this thing hits day 1000, I can tell everyone I was here from the start. Meow, meow. Blink, 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 blink. It was like 15 9/11s. Also, some of these chives could span the Grand Canyon. Yeesh. We're 10 days in. If anyone has presentation tips, please let me know. Aww. Yeesh. Looking much better, though. See you tomorrow. Circles, not tubes. Meow, meow. There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, or probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, can't get fooled again. Bruh. This man is probably cutting one chive at a time and y'all still finding every last one. I love this so much. Plot twist, this will never be 100% perfect. This will never end. That's part of the point. See you tomorrow, chef. We'll speed these up a little bit, maybe. Day 11. OP is evolving, reducing resolution so we can't see the mistakes. Green cutting board is camouflage as well. We've got Sisyphus rolling the chive boulder up that hill, and one must imagine OP happy. While I'm personally invested in this keeping going, this is really good. I do hope this is not perfect, and someone else finds the flawed ones, but even with that, it's crazy how much improvement there is in less than 2 weeks of actively working at improvement. That alone is really inspiring, chef. We've got a circle on they're perfect in the title. See you tomorrow, chef. Day 12. You guys said thinner. These are thinner, but I don't know if the Reddit's gonna like it. You're doing great. Lots of improvement. And we do get a direct comparison picture between day 1 and now, and yeah, the improvement's incredible. It's almost like practicing a skill gets better at it. It's cool. Yeah, there's this clump in the middle that's not so great. You've gotten really good, so this is starting to feel like nitpicking, but perfect is perfect. The nitpicking is what we're here for at this point. Hey, can one of you bastards who says that this isn't perfect show us your perfect cup? No, I specialize in hating, not doing. See you tomorrow, chef. Not technically a full cup, but I am cutting at home, and I will not be wasting a full cut of chives for Reddit. Has it only been 13 days? Time is immutable. What was, has always been. The chives will be forever. Chives will be forever. Chives are a flat circle. They are when OP cuts them. Ayo! Day 1 versus day 13. Pretty different. Pretty remarkable. Every time I cut chives now, I think about these posts and look for errors. Every time I cut anything now, I think about these posts and look for errors. It's changed my life. I'm so early today that I beat the planes? Golly, I'll have to check this twice today. See you tomorrow, chef. And there's the plane. Plane's getting better, too. Yeah, everybody's improving. 2 weeks in, day 14. 1 cup of chives, wooden cutting board. That's a lot of planes. So close, chef. So close. 86ing these, though. See you tomorrow. You guys are brutal yet sweet. This is so unexpectedly entertaining. Cutting a cup of chives every day until this Reddit says they're prefect, day 15. Misspelled prefect in the post title. Back you go again. See you tomorrow, chef. Day 16. We're at 5.5k upvotes and 382 comments. I know they're a little bit today. Huh? Big? Big. But hopefully the actual cut quality is up to standard. I'm sorry, chefs. I've been following this since day one, and I can confidently say you need to sharpen your knife. On the one hand, I don't want to feel picky, but on the other, I'm kind of glad we're going to be seeing you tomorrow, chef. 17. Sorry for being so late today, chefs. It won't happen again. The boulder keeps on rolling. I bet you $2 in a cig I know which one the plane drawing guy is going to choose. I'm sorry, are we making chives or fucking macaroni? Really channeling the Gordon there. Oh, there's planes guy. He chose 3. Oof. A third tower? Day 18. I'm clocked in early today, chefs. Sorry about the worry yesterday. A little heart. Aww. Besides the commitment to sheer perfection, what I like most about these posts is that OP now has a dedicated audience of hundreds of people staring at and examining a picture of cut chives every day, like some sort of culinary Where's Waldo puzzle. That's why I love this sub so much. We always find something to bring us together, be it our love of Bourdain or memeing about ramps and carrot jacuzzis or chives. Gosh, what a thing. I can make a video about that if I need to. December 11th, 2035. After working my 2-hour shift and making $3 million in hourly wages, not close to enough to live on, I checked Reddit on my holophone today, cutting through the plethora of AI art and TIFU posts when I see someone cutting through something else. Chives. Again, chives. It's been 3,718 days, and I'm starting to suspect OP is intentionally leaving Twin Towers for others to crash their poorly drawn planes into. Never forget, perhaps tomorrow they will be perfect. Perhaps tomorrow mods will stop posting wrestling gifs. Perhaps tomorrow I can finally forget. See you tomorrow, chef. Day 19. A square block of chives this time. Aw, we keep finding the hearts. Which is going to last longer, the government shutdown or this guy posting some chopped chives that aren't even perfect every day? These chive posts are starting to remind me how quickly time is passing. Already on day 18? I swear it was day 1 yesterday. Why so much variation in width? Do you have no regard for uniformity? Disgusting. Filth! Meow. See you tomorrow, chef. It's a kind of little guy, maybe a little dick. I don't know. 20. Sorry about the small batch of chives. All my chives are starting to go bad, so I'm working with what I got. I'll get some fresh ones for tomorrow. Anyone asking about my knife? The brand is Seki Kanatsugu, and the knife line under that brand is Shiyun. I can't find any independent website for the brand, but most reputable knife websites seem to carry this brand. Just look up Seki Kanatsugu Shiyun, and it'll bring up a few. Oh, it's a baby. Day 20. The chives start reproducing. I've found it. The answer to how long you will be cutting chives for. It's infinity. Forever. Damn it. It's okay, chef. There's always tomorrow. Day 21. 3 weeks in to consistently posting chives every day. And yet he still fucks up that bad. Goddamn. Disgusting. Doesn't even choose the expected one. Mr. President, a second chive has been inadequately chopped. Wake up, honey. New chives just dropped. Day 22. 7.2 thousand upvotes. Me, refreshing Kitchen Confidential all afternoon waiting for the chives. You know you're early when the planes haven't showed up yet. Listen, I had to pull the plane out of the hangar, go through pre-flight, clear the airspace with air control, find the next most appropriate tower to fly into, while also ensuring I have enough jet fuel in the tank to melt through the support beams of these giant towers. I do my best. See you tomorrow, chef. This is day 23, and I want to spend some time just putting this up on screen because it'll become important in a little while. We're supposed to eat this with a pitchfork? Day 24, inbound. Aww, I found Mike. Yeesh, see you tomorrow, chef. 24. The chives are angry at you for this. Arr, arr. Chef, it's time to clean the camera lens. The towers are getting smaller. That's where the microplane comes in. Day 25, Halloween. One day, chef. Soon. Not today, though. See you tomorrow, chef. No chives today. Hey guys, unfortunately I ran out of chives. There's no chives at any of the stores around my area. I am so sorry to let everyone down today. I hope you all had a great Halloween night, and I will be back with chives tomorrow. Much love to you guys. 25,000 upvotes, 612 comments. So what I'm gathering is you've chopped all the local chives, and now you need to go on a chive road trip. It'd be funny if they have a chives nemesis. Like there's someone that really needs chives for something and can't find them because of OP. Someone chopped crayons in your place today. Enjoy your day off. No chives today. A few days before this, someone posts a bag full of beads. Cutting a cup of chives today. Chives until this Reddit says they're perfect. Wife cut some chives for chili. Should I divorce her? Obviously. I don't get what's so hard about cutting chives. This person has rendered a single perfect chive in Blender and then copied it 1,000 times to make a perfect pile of chives. Which, of course, is actually uncanny looking and odd and not that perfect and probably wouldn't satisfy the subreddit. But we could find something to drive a plane into here somewhere. But I just wanted to take a moment and sort of spread the attention a little bit and show that this is, at this point, around day 21 plus, starting to explode and starting to appear and percolate in random people on r/alls feeds. And people are starting to see it and go, what the fuck is going on? And get involved in chives posting. Just like you're getting involved in chives posting right now. Because guess what? Chives posting is still going. We've got a few more days to get through, and then we're going to catch up with the incredible drama that's going on right now in the chives world. Day 27. Oof. My husband looks at me weird when I talk about you. Welcome back. Glad you found some chives to cut. Sharpen the blade, homie. These look like ass? Wrong. See you tomorrow, chef. Cutting a cup of chives almost every day. Sorry for the late post. Day 28. Ow. Inhale. I'm going to be real with you. You've been hella improving. I looked and legitimately could not find anything wrong for a solid minute. This has held my attention for 28 days. That itself is a miracle. I have no one to talk to about this, but just know I'm rooting for you. You can talk to me about them. These chives are beautiful. I've been coming here since day one. I love this activity. Today was so exceptional, I actually screamed, "No!" out loud when I found the 2 tubes. Showed my wife my screen, and she thoroughly rolled her eyes. Just to tell you, my partner loves chives posting and has been invested in it since the beginning. Playing guy is the only credible judge, IMO. Day 29. Bright, beautiful, green chives. Absolutely loving this journey. The improvement is phenomenal. Well done, chef. It's a race for me and my daughter to shout, "The chives are up!" when you post. Thanks for the entertainment and the inspiration. Rawr! I don't know about this one, chef. What happens when he finally succeeds? Is Sisyphus then happy? We must imagine F1Mexican happy. About as even as the haircut my mom gave me in 3rd grade. See you tomorrow, chef. Day 30. Sorry, guys. Low quantity and quality of chives today. I know they're not perfect. I promise I'll do better tomorrow. You don't even need to circle it. There's a bit of a scrambled chive situation going on here. What happened? Come on. Are you F1Mexican or F1Mexicant? Yeesh. So thin. It's the Kate Moss of chives. I've literally never commented on any post before, but I've been so invested on this series. Anyways, see you tomorrow, chef. Day 31. Sorry for being so late. I've had some car troubles today, and it made sourcing extra bad. Lamau, this sub was 5 minutes away from sending out a search party. I said, oh, thank goodness, when it popped up in my feed. We're too invested in this. Someone wake up, Karma Crazy. We need to deploy the planes. These are the same chives as day 23. This is day 23.
Because it'll become important in a little while.
Chive Lord is a fraud. It was pointed out in his last post by Steve23. Day 23 and day 31 are the same. When my future grandchildren talk about chivegate, I can tell them I was there. Chivalry is dead. Where were you when the news of chivegate broke? I was taking a puppy to go get spayed, so when I came back from that, I started recording this. Because this is the fucking craziest thing that I've ever experienced. Chivegate is the most interesting thing happening in my life at the moment. I didn't want to believe, but I flipped the photo, and there is no difference. Today, day 32. Cutting a couple of chives every day until this Reddit says they're perfect. Day 32. Apology. Hey everyone. I would just like to come out and apologize for posting the same pile of chives twice. I was having car problems yesterday and was unable to get and cut chives. And rather than being upfront and honest with you guys, I chose to repost chives. I didn't want to give you guys another chiveless day. I see now that it would have been better to just be honest and say no chives rather than try to lie. This also goes against the whole point of the posts. I would like to thank all of you for holding me accountable for my actions. I will be subjecting myself to a Reddit-decided punishment. The most upvoted punishment that is reasonable will be my punishment. So nothing illegal, nothing expensive, please, but cutting extra chives, or maybe something I have to do for the rest of my posts. I again apologize and will ensure this never happens again. 23,000 upvotes, 2.3 thousand comments. My wife called me at the store to ask if I have heard about chivegate. We were on holiday in Mexico and she took time out of her day to let me know that I had been betrayed. I'm not mad, but I want the weight of that to sit with you. I hope your car is feeling better. See you tomorrow, Chef. First, my mom and dad divorced, and now Chive Lord is a fraud? Is there anything sacred in this world? Chivegate is real. Chive Lord is a fraud. But at least he apologized. And that is where our story stands for now. 32 days of chives posting. A mission of self-development, of growth. One that has inspired, that has brought joy to many, and yet one that is now marred by betrayal, by a lie, a needless lie. We would have forgiven him for not posting chives one day, but instead, the pressure was too much. The pressure to be there, to show up, to post chives was too much. And F1 Mexican, I can't blame him for folding under that pressure. 32 days. I guess like 23 or 20, 30, 31, whatever. In those 30 days, this poster has improved by leaps and bounds at their chosen skill. And I think that should be an inspiration to us all. For the past couple of years, I've drawn something, anything, in the beginning of any video that I post. Except this one, I guess. Should probably get on that. Over those years, my ability to draw things has improved by leaps and bounds. I know firsthand that this process of improvement, especially if you've got insights from outside, if you've got others watching your work and telling you about it, people who are willing to tell you when you fuck it up, who aren't afraid to speak honestly to you, that even if you make mistakes, you can grow beyond them. And even if you're never going to reach perfection, you can improve. It's up to us to decide what happens next in the chive posting saga. I encourage you to jump into the Reddit thread and post your chosen punishment. Perhaps the only punishment he deserves and the only reward we really need is for him to keep posting about cutting chives for a little bit longer. This world we live in is crazy. There's like too much going on all the time, and I don't know how to wrap my head around it, honestly. So, for this last month, I've been really grateful to have something silly to look forward to. A little bit of chives posting. So, we'll see what happens next in the chive posting saga. If incredibly interesting things develop, I might have to come back and talk about it a little bit more. But for now, I'll say thanks for watching, and I hope that I was able to introduce you to something weird and silly that maybe gave you a laugh. And chive on.